Hey guys, guess what I'm going to do today? I'm going to go through the Hetalia Fanfic Pet Peeves Tumblr, and I'm practically going to do like little commentaries on each and every one. If I agree, if I disagree, if I like totally love it, love that thing because it's so right. And I really hope you enjoy. Don't get offended by anything you hear, and let's get started. Wait, just let me make it a bit bigger. First one, number 107. I think trigger warnings: depression. Trigger warnings: suicide. First one. It's one thing when he likes to be alone sometimes, but when he's completely isolated from everyone and the only one he considers a friend is Kamajiro is too much. That's right. I don't like reading about that either. I actually like Canada a whole lot. He's friends with Cuba and America in canon, and considering their real relation, he would also be very close to Netherlands, Ukraine, France. Hey, just don't do that window. You don't do that. He'd be very close to Netherlands, Ukraine, France, and England. I usually see this coupled with the depressed, suicidal Canada image. But she can't deal with being alone anymore, and then suddenly one person notices and stops him from killing himself, and they inevitably fall in love. It's very overdone, and it's not even portrayed realistically in most cases. That is one of the most truest things I've ever read. Ever. Writers, don't do that. I love Canada personally. He's like one of my favorite characters, and I don't like reading about that, how he's all depressed and stuff, because he's not really that much of a lonely person. He's just not really that noticed because he's quiet. He's shy, but he has plenty of friends in real life. He has, yeah. Huh. This one. Prussian in a present-day human era. Russia. This is. I hate it when authors make Gilbert Prussian into modern-day AU. If they offer a reason, it's not as bad, but to simply assume that there are people, teenagers in most cases, who would call themselves Prussian is an unrealistic idea. And on top of that, a bit offensive. I am Austrian, and while I really like Prussia, a history teacher gets extremely offended when somebody mentions it. These aren't my words, I'm reading off from the page. But I agree with this. Kind of don't, but I agree with this. Unless you have a perfectly good reason to call him Prussian when it's an AU, then that's okay. But if it's like there's no reason and he calls himself Prussian and it doesn't make any sense, you know? Next up. This one. The most famous example is the Cold War, Russia and America, but there's plenty of examples you can think of. As a history major, it sickens me how people use wars in their fanfics as fuel for their pairings. I don't like it either. Seriously. People, soldiers, and citizens alike died in those wars. War was no place for romance, especially two countries that hate each other. It's very disrespectful, in my opinion, how people use wars to fuel pairings. I personally think that this is totally correct in every way. That is extremely offensive. Writers don't do that. I just can't. That's not nice. This one. When they make fanfics with Philippines being a Mary Sue who is paired up with everyone! Oh my freaking god! That is one of the most annoying things ever. I have never read a Philippines fanfic, but I just don't like Mary Sue's at all. One of my essays was a Mary Sue for a little while, but then I noticed, and I was told about it, and now she's good, but why would you do that? Why? Why, writers? Why? Why? Just, why? Alright, next. In the terms of the Italian mafia, there are actually 4 or 5 main families, with Sicilian being the original. It's a grave insult to accuse anyone of being affiliated with the mafia. Anyway, I'm a 3rd generation Sicilian, and when my grandpa heard that someone had thought he looked like a mafioso, he was extremely offended and horrified. The Italy bros wouldn't be proud of or brag about their country having mafia inside of them at all. As another interesting fact, from what I've researched, 4 of the main branches are all from the southern parts of Italy. As in Sicilian, I can't read it because Naples, Calabria, and Puglia. If you feel like you must talk about them, please do some more research. And organized crime in Italy, as the mafia, are taken extremely seriously in Italy, as well as in the Little Italy part of New York City. Don't know much about mafia, but sounds pretty right, because I don't, yeah. People who say America stole Texas from Mexico. Originally, Mexico asked Americans to settle Texas to form a buffer zone between them and the U.S., not their best plan. Later, Texas fought for and won its freedom from Mexico, meaning Texas was its own country. It wasn't immediately accepted into the Union, though, because presidents realized it would cause war with Mexico. However, President Polk saw it as an opportunity and fatally started a war with Mexico. He could have gotten Mexico in a treaty, but the guy who made the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo instead agreed to only most of the present-day Southwest. America could have gotten at least northern Mexico, since they captured most of the major Mexican leaders in Mexico City. And people say America stole Texas from Mexico. So Mexico invited Americans to settle Texas. So how is that stealing? Texas was its own country before it became a part of the U.S. How can one country steal another country from a country that has no power over that other country? And lastly, they fought a war over Texas becoming a part of the U.S. War doesn't equal theft. It's the only popular storyline I've seen do this. Makes sense. I'm not that good with history, but it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Because I've read a lot of that fan fiction. Oh, this one I like. When the author makes Felly mention pasta in every sentence, say they were like 1,000 squiggly after every word, and overall make him a flat character with no personality at all. I hate that with a passion. Go away. Go away with that bird. Don't put it on my head. I'm trying to make a video. Gosh. Yes! This makes so much freaking sense. I can't even explain. I hate it. I hate it when people make pasta, pasta. Oh my! Just shut up. Stop, please. I'm gonna cry. Okay. Next, PTSD as drama. I'm going to skip this one because I don't know what a PTSD is. Please explain what a PTSD is in the comments, and maybe I'll make a part 2 of this explaining this and stuff. Okay. Chibi Romano did not wear a dress. I don't recall him ever being shown in a dress once. His standard Chibi servant clothes are a pink shirt and blue pants. Spain was fully aware of his penis and didn't put him in the traditional girly clothing for that reason. Putting an emphasis on Romano wearing a dress despite him clearly wearing pants in canon, and Spain knowing that he's a boy! I agree with this 100%. I never got that at all, because just pants. He's wearing pants. Why are you saying that he's wearing a fucking dress when he's obviously wearing pants? When some lady about her fangirls is all, this is the bitch getting away out the bed with the exclamation that it's 1 fucking 11. No, this is so right. I don't one of the greatest characters ever. She's adorable. Why would you do that? She's not... Okay. One thing, I'm a Seipan shipper. I don't think... Seychelles is not a married Sue. I love Seychelles, personally. So, fangirls, Seychelles haters, stop it. Stop it. Shut the fuck up and stop it. No one wants to hear about your stupid complaining. Keep it to yourself and go away. Okay? Unworn Shota or incest pairings. If there's anything worse than unworn side pairings, it's unworn. Known to be controversial side pairings like Shota or incest. I hate incest. Personally, I hate incest. With a freaking passion. Pruger and Idicest. German incest and Idicest, I don't know. And it's the same thing with Canada and America. That's not right. It's not right at all. Really, it isn't right. It's not right. Concentration camps as hotels. Concentration camps. Something is wrong with all the small concentration camps I've ever read. I mean, did the author even do some research beforehand? All concentration camps I saw were just an original place to write a PWP or an unlikely love story. Prisoners have warm clothes and can change them when they're dirty. Bedrooms with actual beds and 3 or 4 people, almost no work to do. 3 nourishing meals a day, showers, and all their hairs on their head. People wake up. A concentration camp isn't a hotel. That is so freaking offensive. So offensive. You shouldn't even be writing fanfiction about World War II. Those fanfiction about the Holocaust, it's not funny. It's not cute. It's not kawaii. It's not kawaii. It's not cute. That is a serious thing, and I can't. No, I'm sorry. Let's get this one. Canada stuttering. Okay, I'm not even going to say anything about this because Canada stutter. I've never seen him stutter like every freaking sentence ever in canon. Ever. Ever. Have you ever seen this? Have you ever heard this? No. Now, authors, don't be offended, but stop fucking writing about Canada fucking stuttering. He doesn't stutter every other freaking word. God fucking damn it. Oh, this one. Sex god portrayals. This has got to be the thing that pisses me off the most in Hetalia fanfiction. It drives me insane when people completely describe the character's personality and everything canon about them in order to portray them as a sex god. I'm talking about when people make out characters to be some ultra aggressive, does this every night sort of character in order to make their smut more sexy. I'm gonna stop reading there because I agree with this 100%. Don't ruin a character. I can't even stand it. No. Don't. Just, no. Stop it. I'm gonna end this soon. Alright, come on, road. I agree with most of this. Okay, here we go. Oh, no words for this. I was like, okay. It was funny the first time. It's not funny anymore. Now, shut up. Shut up. When people make Sealas say death to you after every single motherfucking sentence. Oh! You don't know how much this annoys me. I can't even explain how much this freaking annoys me. If I hear death to you one more freaking time, I'm going to choke all of the Hetalia fans. No offense to the good ones, but I'm going to choke all those. Done with this video. Done. I'll have a part 2 out later. Comment, rate, subscribe. See ya!